Fear. What the fuck is up with fear? Why the fuck am I scared of talking? Why am I scared that I'm gonna say something? Why am I doing it anyway? And why is it so thrilling? I don't fucking know any of those, but intuitively I can try to answer them. Um, I've recently been noticing that when I make the biggest steps, it's always when I'm doing something that I'm scared of, and that it's something that I used to let anchor me down, kind of like I wouldn't do lives because I wasn't good at talking, or I wouldn't do lives because I was scared of judgment, or I was scared I'd say something and I'd say it wrong. Um, Now I'm realizing the stakes aren't what they seem to be, and frankly, it doesn't matter if I say something stupid on here. Um, it doesn't matter at all. It's actually kind of interesting the repercussions that can come from the stupid shit I say. So I rather find it intriguing. And the impressions people might get of me, I guess that is one thing that I guess I need to protect my identity so I can't go alive, because what if I expose myself or something? But all of it is fear. It's all rooted around fear. Like, what am I scared of? And really, what I'm scared of is acceptance. I'm scared that I'll accept everything for the way it is what I'm interpreting it as. And I think I'm scared to accept things for the way they are, because then that would mean I have to be a part of them. I have to, accept that I'm a part of it. And even though I love the world and I love everyone, I love a lot of things. I think I have a lot of disagreements that make like full integration of myself into the world very hard, and have me constantly jumping back into this primitive fear. And anyway, following the fear has led me to this live, and I keep going live recently. And I was like, why the fuck am I going live? I literally said it on the live stream the other day. I was like, I don't know why I keep doing this. And a realization I've made today is just that I think it is one of those things I'm scared of. And it's one of those things that I have to do because I'm scared of it. And you have to kind of not even face your fears, but through exposure, just get comfortable with the uncertainty, I guess. And it's weird where the uncertainty decides to lay, because like I'm uncertain about a lot of things, but the threshold of being uncomfortable with my uncertainty is very different between the things. And I think social things and stuff like going live is one that was higher up there, because I'm scared of how I'm being perceived or how people are thinking or looking at me. And it doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter. And I'm kind of like speed running this realization, because I mean, shit, life is fucking hard, and I don't have to be here. I mean, I could fucking end my life if I wanted, but I don't want to. And so since I'm here, let's just have fucking fun. It's kind of what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to be comfortable being uncomfortable, because if not an illusion, it just doesn't fucking matter. Like, genuinely, at the end of the day, I don't have to fucking suffer or be scared of going on a live stream. Like, if someone says some dumb shit right now, I don't give a fuck. Or I don't have to give a fuck. Like, I have that choice to care. And I've been choosing my whole life to care. And I've been choosing to care about a lot of things that don't really need to be chosen. And we do it so blindly. We do it so intuitively. We just like give in. And it's fucking interesting. um, the things that we don't pay attention to that we do. But fucking fear, man. Fear is what leads me to it. And so the other things I'm scared of are like being present in moments that I'm uncomfortable, like just going to work. Everyone tries to escape in their mind when they're going to work. It's almost like the mundaneness of repetitive activity is just way too, I'm too above it. Like, I can't have this in my now right now. What the fuck is this? Get this off my now plate. But really, it's not that big a deal. Like, just fucking getting into the flow state at work while doing just some random ass thing is one of the most thrilling things for no fucking reason. Just in the sense of it feels so fucking good when you get to that end of the day. And I just haven't been able to reach flow state anymore because I'm fighting with my thoughts all day. Literally, like I'm gauging with my thoughts, and I see myself doing it. I'm like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm just not aware enough at those moments. Not every time, but I'm just not aware enough to like, get myself out of it. And so I make myself suffer even more, and then I like get into straight up panic attacks at work, and it's like it's all resistance to fear, and fear is in all of my fucking. It's in all of the shit. It's holding me back, and it's living through me. Fear is fucking living through me because I'm letting it. But fear can be here, and I can be in a completely different spectrum. Like, fear can be present, and I don't have to let it drive me. Is all I'm coming to realize. But the only way to do that is to get comfortable with fear and to see it and to recognize it's there. And that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm live right now, because I'm scared too. How am I? I am fantastic. And good morning. Super, super. That's awesome. It's nighttime for me, but it's awesome. It's morning somewhere. It's also raining. But yeah, fucking fear. Fear is kind of turning out to be. It's weird right now because if I can like turn the switch and follow fear, that is essentially going to change my life because I'm scared of practically anything that can possibly be scared of. um, good life, good life. Thank you. um, especially right now, like seeing it firsthand right now. Like I'm scared I'm gonna say something wrong. What is the wrong thing to say right now? Like what is wrong that I can say? I can be an asshole. I can say something. I can spread misinformation. There's nothing I can say right now that would justify not speaking at all if that's what I want to do. And clearly it's what I want to do. And the only thing that would have stopped me is the fear. Other things I'm scared of, singing. Shit, I'd love to sing. I'm not good at it because I haven't practiced, but I'd love to do that. But I'm scared because of judgment. I fear what people will think. I feel almost oddly uncomfortable making this realization simply because it is hard still. Like you're still gonna have emotion and everything, but I can still get through it. I am hoping. I don't know. I think all that really holds me back is not giving myself the momentum that I already have. It's not giving myself credit, is what I mean to say. And so I think I just need to give myself more credit. And I feel selfish giving myself any credit. But it's a selfish thing actually to feel selfish for that. So I don't know. I don't know. I do know. I do know it's a beautiful thing. And I know that it's not on me the things that I can't control. And emotions are one thing I cannot control. I can control how I react to their presence, though, to a significant degree, substantial degree, I'd say. I can. Fucking fear. Anyway, what else? What else do you want to say, Scammer? I don't know how to say her name. I don't know why I even tried that. I ran out of weed. It's so unfortunate. I'm not done rambling, but I'm done being in the flow. Probably. If you want to rewatch it, you can. All I'm saying is follow fear. Oh my god. See, I'm almost scared of things that I'm used to doing. So, like scared, I'll freak out and embarrass myself or something like that. Scared I'll make a scene, kind of thing. Scared of things that really won't happen unless I'm scared that they will happen, and then make it like sort of making them happen. I guess it comes back to sort of like manifesting. I almost create a false prophecy with the way that I fear things, because when I live with that and I live within that energy for so long, I'm just attracting that energy. So, I mean, I think it makes total sense. It's just registering it in the day to day, you know, in the day to day format, and getting it to stick in that setting and place. Because like real life implementing wisdom is much harder than simply studying it or learning about it. But it's a lot easier than we complicate things. Our emotions complicate things. Our need for things to feel special. Our need to feel special complicates things. What did I say? Is that even a need? Because I think we all have like sort of this intuitive want to be special. Even in the sense of being not special can make you special at times. Like being impressively mundane, I guess. That's something someone would strive for. Like simplicity nowadays gets glazed. Gets glazed. Let me use some slang here. Simplicity, that's a lifestyle people adopt. Not really one for me. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. But I do know that I want to do a lot with this realization. And moments can only be as impactful as we let them. We also can't force them to be impactful. So it's almost like a paradox of like, then they can't impact you at all, or they can only do it to, it's like black and white almost. Or you kind of just get what you get with the moment. It's like however it hits your system. Kind of like how people repeat phrases with different analogies to hit the audience in different spots. You know, it's like you got to wait for that one thing to hit you in the right time at the right moment whenever you're ready. And so I think that's why some people aren't really into, or why they don't see the value in spirituality or see any, they look at esoteric wisdom and just essentially write it off as nonsense or obvious or not worth mentioning. They is just a complete random person because I don't think as many people do this as my example would suggest. I don't know where I was going with this. I love forgetting. I love forgetting shit. I hope whoever hears me right now is just really wishing I finished that because I hope it sounded very interesting. And then you're just cliffhanger. One of my friends told me that because he was watching one of my videos and he said, "I love when you just forget things and just don't bring them back up." And I noticed myself doing it. Um, but it happens. It happens. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do to change what has happened? Anyway, I don't want to be scared of the camera, so I'm going to keep this fucker on as long as I can. I'm going to keep talking for as long as I fucking can. And that doesn't mean I'm going to keep entertaining for as long as I can. But I do hope I say something fun. Let me grab my notebook real quick. You guys ever feel like you've lived your life before? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So in a weird way, I find comfort in thinking or in finding deja vu moments. I find comfort in those because I think there's like a chance that life just fucking repeats and life just fucking repeats and we just don't notice because it's our first time experiencing the experience for the first time, for the first time, for the first time again, and it just keeps happening. And it's like this is just for the first time for the 15th time, and then the first time for the 16th time. Which might sound scary, but really it's a perfect reality. Especially if only like certain things get in. Maybe that's crazy. Is that crazy? I don't think that's delusional thinking. I just genuinely I don't think that's crazy. Anyway, I find relief from that. And I feel like I've been in this life before. I don't know. I just have this familiarity with it. Or at least maybe possibly. And just been through more like I don't know, whatever the fuck is going on with me. It's just interesting to me. And I've heard some other people talk about it too. And I found it interesting. Which is essentially all I'm saying, or all I'm pointing to is that actually there's really no words for it. I really can't find the words for it. It's such a personal thing. But I'm sure everyone has like stuff like it for themselves. But yeah. Better blind than blind. I want to like embarrass myself more or have more embarrassing moments or open myself up to more embarrassing moments as like a humbling thing as well. I don't know if that's something you do intentional. Probably not. I don't want to do it like intentionally and then it's like manipulating or something. I actually don't know how that would turn out to be manipulation. Either way. With awareness, I like to be careful with what I like change in myself or about myself, especially when it comes to interacting with others, because I don't want to take the humanity out of it. So that's why I just go with the flow and I kind of just say, and I don't mean that in like a cool way because I literally just mean it in like the literal sense of going with the flow and just listening to whatever the fuck my brain says. Because if I start double thinking it, I'm not going to say anything. And so I guess that's why intuitive stuff just comes out, which may be semi interesting or not. And I don't care. I don't care. I do care. I love caring. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, let me read this real quick. The subtlety, getting down to the subtleties of it all. It's very interesting. Um, like, who are you? The organizer of your thoughts, I guess? The, I mean, observer, obviously. You're also not your identity, but you're also not separate. I don't know. We are a lot of things. We are capable of being a lot of things. Anyway, let me find something that's interesting, and then I'll read it. I like how sometimes I say things out loud, and only then will I take it as like advice for myself. So like I know a decent amount of information that I could apply for myself. I just don't know when to apply it or where to apply it because I'm not conscious enough of it at times. And so I like to be open in every moment to going over the same thing because then I can either drill it in, like nail it in good into my brain, or at least run over a new area again and apply that to a new area of my life. So, like, for example, when it comes to not taking my own advice, I give more advice and then I'm more likely to take my own advice when I see it work out. Um, and that's what I've been doing. I don't really give a lot of advice. I don't talk to too many people who need advice. I don't get asked for advice a lot. But I have imaginary conversations, myself at least. Not imaginary, sorry. That probably came out a little crazier than it is. Just debates, essentially, with myself about it. Um, but when it comes to applying things, you don't have to be that conscious of it, I feel like when it comes to applying wisdom, as long as your heart is in the right place and you're in the right state of mind, as in like you're present enough and not leaving the current moment and what you're doing and going into la la land in your brain, you're usually more likely to do the right thing if you're in that present moment with like love as your filter mode or whatever you want to call it. Like I'm in love setting. Essentially, I just want to love everything I can about this current moment, and I'm more likely to if I set that intention. Um, and just having that awareness of like what mode am I in right now. You don't have to label it, obviously. And plus, like when I'm in the moment, it's not really words that I'm using anyway. It's just like a sense, a feeling, a distinction. I like to think I live in songs. So like when I'm listening to a song and I love it, I like to think I'm crawling up into it and like living inside of the music because it kind of is what music feels like. Which I'm sure is what it is for everyone. Uh, just like a form of escapism into the patterns and the lovely sounds. But like the imagery that my brain comes up with is very beautiful, and it's stuff like that I love a lot about life. And it's like the personal um impactfulness of it is like very personal to me. But what a cool thing that I get to enjoy, a cool thing that I get to witness because I just happen to be alive right now. um death, going back home. That's an interesting thing. I don't know what it was like before I was born. Don't know what it's going to be like after. But like I said, I feel like I've been in this life before or been in something before. And so that soothes me a little bit. And just finding the joy in every moment. Because I think if you reframe what you're living for or have like some meaning or purpose, then you can kind of ground yourself enough to get through fucking life. Like get through fucking life. Get through life. And all of its suffering. The more aware, the less suffering at least. And so that's why I'm working on awareness, because my brain, I seem to have been born with one that is just very akin to, I guess we all are. We all, I don't know why I'm saying it like it's just me. All us humans are born with that. And suffering is, it's kind of our thing. It's kind of our thing. When we're not making reason, we're suffering a lot. And yeah, this has been my 25-minute stream. I love you.